9 games of hoops on a Saturday night. The Pacers score the least amount of points I have seen in what feels like many, many years. The Knicks aren't that much better. And Portland just keeps on winning. Almost a 500 team right now. We'll get into it all. My name is Shlomo Stark,
My name is Levi Jacob.
and this is the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Levi, it is Erev Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King Day is one of my favorite days in the NBA. It's tomorrow, so we could talk about it. But it's always underrated. They always got some good games.
I think they used to. They also used to have like cool sneakers. They used to have like cool jerseys for Martin Luther King Day. Like,
It's not Christmas, but I like it.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Also, from a sales perspective, I'm a sales guy. I don't know if people on the pod know that. I'm saying people on the pod is me and you. People who listen know that. But Martin Luther King Day is a great holiday because you can still call people and they'll be like, they're not going to be like, why are you calling me? It's Martin Luther King Day. Whereas like Christmas, they do that. So I just said do. Game of the day. Spurs beat the Timberwolves 126 to 123. The Spurs are 29-13.
Very good.
Wemby had 39 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 11 of 14 free throws, and 2 blocks.
Yeah. Also, he's bald now. That's a thing. No.
Anthony Edwards had 55 points.
Yeah. Yeah. Second coming of Michael Jordan.
Third, if I would say Kobe.
Kobe. Yeah. I guess so. I guess that counts.
Second coming of Kobe? I think yes. There hasn't been anyone with the Mamba mentality since Kobe, I don't think. Anyone with that skill level, meaning like Dylan Brooks doesn't count.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see.
Who are
I
you
could see the
thinking of?
argument.
Like, who are you debating? Like, who are you thinking about?
People asked Kobe about people who he feels have this Mamba mentality. Is what I was thinking about. Meaning, like before he died.
Yeah.
He name
Well,
dropped Luka.
obviously.
Russ was in
Luka
there.
does not have the Mamba mentality.
Russ was in
Russell
there.
Westbrook, you could say maybe, but it's a little bit different.
And he named one, I think Dame, he said.
Do you know how Michael Jordan was a great basketball player but a terrible owner? I think Kobe was great at the Mamba mentality, but really bad at knowing who had the Mamba
Assessing.
mentality.
Yeah. That's fair.
You know? Like, it's just that's how it is. There's nothing to do about it. Next, Portland beats LA 132 to 116. Lakers did play without Doncic. Do you know who led them in scoring? If you're thinking about it, you won't know.
Okay. Was
Marcus
it
Smart.
Drew? Oh, he was
Last
in there. He
time
was
he
kicking
led
around in
anyone
there.
in scoring.
Maybe once or twice for the Wizards or the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies, not Wizards.
Both.
He led it for the Wizards.
I don't remember if he played with the Wizards actually. No, I think he played with. I don't know. I don't know.
No Denny Avdia or Luka, two best players in the league.
But also, Drew Timmy's shown out. Drew Timmy.
Drew Timmy, that's his real name?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know what team he's on.
The Lakers.
See, I didn't even know that. I had to look it up. Drew Timmy. It's the first time I've ever heard of him.
Really? He was on that team with Corey Kispert in college. They had some pretty serious mustaches. That was the whole bit.
I'm not a college guy. I find the only thing college sports does is take away from the professional sport.
Okay.
Like the attention away.
I feel like you had a hot take about March Madness being better than playoff basketball, but I don't remember.
I said that?
I think so.
I don't think I ever said that because I don't really follow March Madness. It may be more popular, and that may have been the take, but I don't really follow March Madness.
Okay. I'm not
like I'll know the best player on the best team every season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember last year, it was a really big deal that Duke lost
Hmm.
in the Final Four. Like, that I remember. I could not tell you who won. I guess neither could you, seeing your face.
And who was Florida? I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm also not a big college hoops guy. For the draft, then that kicks in for me, but until that point, not so much.
Do you love the draft when they're like, this guy could be like a slightly better version of Nicholas Batum? Like when they get really niche with the player
I,
comps?
I I like it a lot, and it also depends on who you're listening to it from because sometimes it's like you watch that person play and you're like, I actually don't understand how they got that player comp at all. That's a terrible. Okay, well, like
Uh,
any player comp from Kendrick Perkins is always hideous. It's always a terrible
Perkins
call.
predicted the Raptors would be good. Remember we talked about it on this pod? How he's like Raptors are going to be a top six team. We never gave him his credit. We just ripped on him. Raptors
Because I
are a
just don't
four
think
seed
I
right now.
don't want to give him. I don't know. Don't encourage him. It's one of those.
Nah, we gotta give credit where credit's due. Raptors are a four seed. He was right.
Yes.
I was excited that we doing the pod at this hour. There would be a game live, and maybe we could like react live. But Memphis is beating Orlando 118
It's
to
but
100.
but Ja's killing it. He's looking great out there. So that's exciting to me.
So, all right, let's run through these games. Next, Denver beats the Wizards 121 to 115. I'll say one to say it again. Jokic leaving is amazing for them. Murray is just playing himself into his first All-Star game. You know Murray's never been an All-Star?
Yes.
Yeah,
It'll
very
also
happy
shut
to
up
know
the
that.
argument about he never played with an all-star.
Yes, it will shut that up because it will be false. Um, Next, Miami beats OKC. What's going on with that?
Um, I don't. There was like a
Is it an
Andrew
act
Wiggins
of
three
God
that he hit at
or
the.
Miami outplayed you guys? What
Oh,
happened?
stop. There's very few exceptions to that rule. Them playing a better game than OKC is not a like doesn't have to be an act of God. They lost. Like
Can I make the
it happens
case
to
that
be.
actually can I just read you these stats? OKC shot 54.5% from the field. Miami shot 36.9%.
What is
OKC
three?
shot what?
What's three?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
OKC shot 44.8% from three. Miami shot 40%.
Okay.
OKC shot 82% free throw, and Miami shot 71% free throw.
You're gonna read. That's the end of the stats.
That's it. Isn't that, but
are
Miami
you
wins
able
by two.
Are you able to see on that page how many possessions each had?
See,
I'm willing to.
no,
You know.
but here's what you can see. Here's where I think it happened. Offensive rebounds. Miami had won 21 to 5, so second chance points,
Yep.
and Miami also took a lot more shots.
Well, that's
So
also because of the extra possessions.
right, that's what I'm saying. So while the field goal percentage was 54 to 36, the shots taken were 77 to 111. And the threes were 44 to 40, but it was 29 shots to 50 shots.
Right.
So I think the key here was offensive rebounding. Like that's what won in the game. And they still just barely won by two, but that's what won the game. The offensive
I mean,
glass.
it was 66 to 52 rebounding.
So as I'm saying, but it was on offense. On defensive rebounding, the Thunder actually they out defensive rebounded them 41 to 30.
Hmm.
And the
Yeah,
offensive rebounds was Miami 21 to 5.
but that is also a lack of defensive rebounding on the Thunder side. Meaning, if they got
No, the
offensive
Thunder
rebounds,
rebounded 41 to the Thunder got defense won the defensive rebound battle.
right? But I'm saying, meaning they got more defensive rebounds. However, the Heat getting offensive rebounds are defensive rebounds that the Thunder didn't get. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's both.
Right. So
Meaning it's
I'm saying there was just
yeah,
more
I'm saying
opportunities.
either you could say it's really both. You could say if the Thunder were getting more defensive rebounds, then that would have worked. Or if the Thunder just got offensive rebounds, then they could have also had second chance points and won. Like it's the
Right.
same.
Ultimately, I think what it comes down to is first off, Jalen Williams went out with a seemed to be some sort of leg injury. Um, People were saying that it was maybe like a hamstring kind of thing. I don't know. Hopefully he's better soon. Um, that being said, they are really missing Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's like the same issues from before with in regards to the shooting from three, as well as, man, they need size. They really need size.
Having Isaiah Hartenstein as a Knick, I will say, he's probably the most underrated player in the league.
He's excellent. He's really excellent, especially for the Thunder. He
He's
really utilizes his size well, and he passes so exceptionally well.
he is the
Um,
best.
it really it damages them that he's not out there. And do you think now, with what is at jeopardy in regards to a back-to-back potentially championship, do you think that the Thunder do actually try to make a move? Like, what are the odds? What are the odds on that?
If I were to bet the Thunder trade versus the Thunder stay the same, I would bet they make the teeniest trade. Like like the add like a shooter
Not size?
or a size, whatever it means. Like add like a third stringer. Like if I was betting if I could bet something were to happen,
I feel like
that would
just
be
go
the
get
only
Daniel
thing I would
Gafford.
do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Even
I
Gafford,
center.
he would be your third best center.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like just to have the physicality and size
Yeah.
and body to
Or
have out
like
there,
or like whatever the end of Kyle Korver's career type player is.
like a Marcus Hall with the Raptors kind of thing, like a
No.
Nick
Like
Vucevic,
no, because I'm thinking someone smaller.
someone smaller. Why? Oh, you're saying for shooter?
Yeah.
Seth Curry.
Yeah, like a Seth Curry type. I can see them doing that
Interesting.
too. But my guess is they'll do nothing. Next, Knicks have lost 7 of 9.
It's not looking great, and also the loss yesterday was bad. I mean, again,
Yeah, it was
Brunson wasn't in,
terrible.
but it looked bad.
It was really bad. Next, I don't want to talk about it. You could say something if you want to. I don't want to talk about it.
I just think I really, really am curious as to how, like, it was a very, very scrappy game with the Suns, and I just feel like no matter what you're watching with this Knicks team, it always seems like Cat sticks out. He doesn't seem like he's a natural fit, and I just feel like you kind of can't ignore it after a certain point. When your best player's out, you need your second best player to step up. Cat has not. Yeah, last season he averaged like 25 and 12. This season he's averaging like 18 and 10.
The
They
Knicks
need
aren't
more out
good
of
this
him.
season.
It's I feel like they might be
They're
a little bit
both
like this.
25. Them and the Suns are both 25 and 17. I'm sorry I
You
interrupted
you
you.
don't think that this could be like this the Celtics season from 2 years ago? Maybe not like the peaks and valleys as
Oh,
much,
the
but
one when they were like really bad and all of a sudden they were
and
just
everyone's like you have
like,
to blow it up,
oh.
and then like they
Yeah, but the
went to the
thing about the
finals.
Knicks is no one says they're blowing it up yet. People still think they're like the favorites to come out of the East.
But I feel like people are like trade Cat maybe, which is your second best player. Like that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, but people have been saying that since the second he was traded.
It's true. That's just part of being on the Knicks.
Yeah. I will say Suns. I have a friend who I actually don't know if he want to get a shout out on the pod, so I won't say his name. But he told me that his grandfather and Matt Ishbia's father are first cousins. What a cool
Cool.
stat.
That is pretty cool.
Good for him. Okay. Next, Golden State beat the Hornets 136 to 116. 22 three-pointers. This was a battle of what's of I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Attrition.
Yeah, like Melton led the Warriors in scoring, you know?
Yeah.
You hear
Just
Carl Campbell on the BS pod?
I heard him talking about other players. That's what the part that I heard that like that clip.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he seems
I
like a chill
recommend
guy.
you listen. He's 20. Like we're
Yeah.
29. Like keep that in mind. He's like a little kid, and he's the man.
Yeah.
Coolest guy in the world.
He seems very chill. Um
He invited everyone to his house. You saw that?
yeah, there's like a couple
And
months
he
ago.
went, but thank you for saying when it was. On the Bill Simmons pod, he went into the menu, and,
Of
like, how his
what they
mom
had.
cooked it.
Love it.
She did, like, chicken fajitas in the crock pot, and I'm just like, "Oh, I love Khan's mom." I'm all in.
For the
Mm.
boys, for the boys. Well, she like don't they have like 5 brothers?
Yeah, they're just like a basketball family also, like, the
So she's
mom
used to
played
it.
in college, the dad, whatever, it's a whole thing.
Um,
Um, yeah, what were we gonna say about the
can
game?
we can we just like can the Warriors already trade Kuminga? Can we just like let that happen? Stop
He
it with this
demanded a
nonsense.
trade.
He
We never
demanded a
talked
trade,
about that. He
but like it's
demanded a trade. I
ridiculous.
think they're probably looking. I think my guess is they're looking. I
They
love when, like, an 8th man demands a trade. I think it's so funny. In my career, they just don't let you do it. On 2K, when you try and you're still, like, an 8th man, you could there's an option, like, demand trade, and it's like, "We're not trading you, like, you're an 8th man."
they're like, who are you? What are you what are you talking
Yeah.
about? No, but I feel like they signed this contract with the handshake understanding that if by the midseason, like he wants to get traded, they'll help find a trade partner. I just feel like they also then released a report that they were like, well, yeah, we're good keeping him past the trade deadline if we have to. And it's like, not cool, Warriors. Also, like, get Steph help because you're just going to waste the rest of his career doing this. I don't want to watch
Totally
Draymond
agree.
complain the whole time. That's it. Like, it's stupid. I hate watching Warriors games because literally it's just Draymond complaining about random garbage.
Mhm. Totally agree. Next, Detroit beats Indiana 121-78. Is it the lowest scoring game this season? It's gotta be, right?
It might be, but the Pacers got out to sorry, the Pistons got out to a 22-0 lead. I think it was. So I don't, what else do you
This is the
expect to get for
ninth
even with that?
ninth biggest win in Pistons history.
Yeah, they demolished them. They literally like Jay Huff, my boy Jay Huff. They killed my boy. Jalen Duran like ran over him and then he just didn't come back in the game. It was crazy. They like literally demolished him. It was nuts. It was yeah. This Pistons team they're rough, man. They are so physical, and they're like this should have been a game that they won, and they they did. They really did.
Only 5 games behind OKC.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
Next, Boston beats Atlanta 132-106. Atlanta does not seem to be thriving post Trae Young trade.
Yeah.
I gotta
Jalen
say,
Johnson's slowing down a little bit.
I think since the trade, they're like, I guess I'm looking up now. It looks like they're 500. No,
Since the trade,
sorry.
I think they're
Yeah,
below.
they're 500.
Okay.
Unless was the trade made after January 8th or 10th? They're either 2-3 or 3-3. We don't need to debate it. They're fine,
Okay.
but they're on a 3-game losing streak.
They don't play defense. That's really gonna hurt you. And it does. And CJ
And
McCollum does not
my guy
add to that.
Dyson Daniels, I miss him.
Well, yeah, but even when he was playing this season, he wasn't really playing defense. So
I mean,
effectively,
I
they're
miss him. Yeah,
in
I mean, I
spirit.
miss him last year. Not like I like don't see him physically.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Jaylen Brown,
Um,
41 points.
yeah, this I spoke about this on Friday. This is a thing that I was actually listening to on the Bill Simmons podcast from a couple weeks ago. If Jason Tatum comes back in March, are they contenders?
Depends what had been back. It depends. Basically, if you just add Jason Tatum to this team, yes. The question is like what actually happens when you add Jason Tatum to this team.
What if, and this is a shout out to the Deep Three podcast. Um, they they sent out a little trade offer. What if the Celtics, in place of Anthony Simons and something else, whatever else is on their team to work around with, also add to this dynamic Jaren Jackson Jr.?
I saw this in a lot of places. Um, Bill Simmons confirmed that it's not happening actually. Even though he doesn't work for the Celtics, he like knows people there.
He knows. He knows.
Like he's like it's not happening. Um, and he said he doesn't like him.
I'm also on that train, to be fair. I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of Jaren Jackson Jr., but I feel like any kind of firepower that you add to this team, anything that makes them more dynamic and switchable and whatever, it's like they're a great team, so it might
Yeah.
work in their favor.
Yeah. Bill Simmons talks about how like during the season especially, the Celtics don't get rumored in trades because they're very, very like good organizationally and like very stealth about it. So like when they got Derek White, no one knew they were getting Derek White. It was like, oh, Celtics got Derek White. When they were getting rid of Marcus Smart, like, oh, I guess Marcus Smart's gone. Like
Did Danny
it just happens.
did Danny Ainge make the trade for Derek White? Was he there still?
Think so, yeah.
Interesting.
Next and last
Interesting.
game of the day, Mavericks beat the Jazz 138 to 120. Klay Thompson scores 23 points, including the 17,000th of his career. Kente George 29 points. Levi, who led the Mavericks in rebounding?
In rebounding, wow, it's an excellent question.
Thank you.
Um,
Because I have a better follow-up question.
was it their random? Was it Miles Kelly? Is that a person that exists on the Mavericks?
Honestly, it sounds kind of similar. Yeah, unless I'm really mispronouncing his name, his name looks like it sounds like Musa Kissi.
Musa
Musa
Cisse, yeah,
Saisi? Musa Saisi?
Cisse,
Musa
Cisse,
Sise. Musa
Cisse.
Sise. And Levi, to end the pod, how tall is Musa Sise?
Oh, I think he's 7 feet. 6'11".
That was the Daily Basketball
Mm.
Recap. 15 minutes left. Thank you, Levi, for co-hosting, for producing, for trying to guess Musa Sise's height. I want to thank you, Max, for having a great press on Friday. Mazel tov. And I want to thank you for listening.